The common goal of the region and its people align with the aspiration of the founding fathers of the African Union. To achieve irreversible socio-economic transformation, Africa must embrace the spirit of unity. Our continent has the potential to be a global leader if we harness our resources effectively and collectively. Africa's unity is crucial for realizing the potential. Hence, I humbly urge us all.
Breakfast Show, your ultimate wake-up call, with your hosts Bokai Amara Kamara and Harris G. Belly. Rise and shine, everyone. It's time to kickstart your day with laughter and great vibes.
That's right. Grab your coffee and get ready for a sizzling morning packed with the hottest topics and the coolest tunes.
We've got everything you need to jumpstart your day, from news that matters to interviews with your favorite. We're dishing out those feel-good stories that will put a smile on your face.
So sit back, relax, and let us spice up your mornings. The Punch Breakfast Show starts now.
Stay tuned for a morning full of energy and entertainment, right here on Punch Radio 106.7 FM.
Okay, with the time exactly that's 7 minutes past 7 o'clock, 7 past 7. Oh yeah, you know, officially, we'll be using this for our theme song in a sense that it don't have copyright, because once we play song with our song that is being copyrighted by the owner, will fix serious problem with our online platform. But this is our own production, so we'll be using it for our theme song beginning today. It's a wet Wednesday morning, the third day of July 80, 2024. So let me say good morning. Welcome, Boakai Amara Kamara. It's my name. Pretty seated here for you this morning. And I'll be driving you from now up until later on. Pretty soon, I will be joined in by my co. That's Mr. Harris Betty. It's going to be a talk provocative again this morning, wherein we'll be making sense out of the discourse. Yeah, we'll be making total sense out of the discourse this morning.
Morning, early risers. You're listening to the Punch Breakfast Show, your ultimate wake-up call, with your hosts Bokai Amara Kamara and Harris G. Belly. Rise and shine, everyone. It's time to kickstart your day with laughter and great vibes.
That's right. Grab your coffee and get ready for a sizzling morning packed with the hottest topics and the coolest tunes.
We've got everything you need to jumpstart your day, from news that matters to interviews with your favorite. We're dishing out those feel-good stories that will put a smile on your face.
So sit back, relax, and let us spice up your mornings. The Punch Breakfast Show starts now.
Stay tuned for a morning full of energy and entertainment, right here on Punch Radio 106.7 FM.
Okay, so let me say good morning. Welcome back to the PBS. That's the Punch Breakfast Show. Today is Wednesday, the third day of July 80, 2024. The time exactly 10 minutes past 7 o'clock. Let me acknowledge our followers on Facebook. Those that are following us this morning on Facebook. Let me say good morning to William Ricks, Romeo, Ominkoli, Romeo Ominkoli, C. Mabrat 2 Leo Sion. That's Sawon. Tambat Ali. You guys are following us this morning on our platform on Facebook. So if you want to be a part of the Facebook live broadcast, just log on to Punch TV Liberia. Yes, that's Punch TV Live. You'll be watching us from your home, from your community, from your car, no matter what it is, where it is that you are. You will be following us on the Punch Breakfast Show. So welcome once again. Buakai Amara Kamara is my name. And we have a few things to look at this morning before I be joined in by my colleague, Mr. Harris Biddy. We have a few things to look at this morning that are making news in our border politics. So it's so funny that when some of our lawmakers try to play on our intelligence, when some of our lawmakers try to play on our intelligence. So yesterday, right after our show, while sitting, I start to see lawmakers of the lower house. Yeah, lawmakers of the lower house saying that they are protesting. They said they are protesting because up to now, the government haven't been able to purchase them vehicles. So we saw them with tricycle or keke. The men say they're going to work with keke. Yeah, so yesterday at the Capitol building, couple of them were seen with keke. So now, I see some people hailing them. Oh, thank you for this, thank you for that. No, they are protesting. They said the government haven't been able to buy their car, so that's why they are riding keke. They tell you, man, we just sit there and say, oh, because the Liberian Post suffering, so we stop riding the $50,000 car, the 30 or 40, $60,000 car. We'll start to ride on keke to go to work. No, don't be carried away by those guys. I can tell you, one of our major problem in this country is the house, be it the upper house or the lower house. The guys at the house, if they were working in the interest of Liberians, let me tell you this, fellow Liberians, we as a country will not be to where we are today. I'm serious. We as a nation will not be to where we are today. But are they working in our interest? No. These guys receive kickbacks. Do you know that the lower or upper house, once you as an institution or you as an individual, you want something done quickly at that lower house or upper house, just go and dish out some cash. Just go and dish out some cash. You will get it done within split second. I'm serious. So when the guys are saying that, oh, we are protesting because the national government haven't been able to get us cars, so we riding on keke to go to work. It's just like a funny thing to me. Seriously, funny. Seriously funny. If they know, and the guys, we are buying them car like every 2-3 years. Every 2-3 years, we are buying them car. every 2-3 years. So now they are protesting. The minute say they want car, say the government take over, they haven't been able to give them their car. We paying for that. We paying everything for them. You don't know? We pay for the people there that are working in their houses. They are nurses, gate men, security. We paying for it. We paying them for it. We pay for their drivers. We as a nation, we pay for their lodging and everything. Their gasoline they are using. We even fueling their generator at their homes. If someone they get generators, if someone they get generator at their houses, we pay for it. Servicing and all we paying for it. The lawmakers. So they say because national government haven't been able to give them their operational budget, so they are protesting. So they are carrying keke. We saw them with keke all to the Capitol building on yesterday until the government can buy the car that keke will be using. You're going to use a keke. But I'm not come and make mockery out of us as citizens or as people. Your thing will buy into that thing at your own. No. Some of us we are way upstairs. We don't get carried away by like your cheap politics that you own at the house. I'm not excluding anybody here. I'm saying the lower house, the upper house. But yesterday we saw members of the lower house. Members of the lower house. They were the ones seeing in Keke having HOR1, HOR this, almost 4 to 5, 6, 7 Kekes at the house yesterday. Saying that they have started protesting. I hope they can be protesting for hospitals. We Liberians, the JFK, no proper medical care. The Redemption Hospital, no good facility there. I hope they can be increase the budget there. We the Liberians, I hope they can do that. I hope they can protest for their salaries to be reduced. I hope they can do that. I hope they can protest for us as a nation to stop buying them cars. $50,000 for one man. Using $60,000 worth of car for one man. What kind of work they're doing? They're going 2 times a week. No. I think you're getting me. They're working 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursday. How many days in a month they can go? Fellow Liberians. 2 times a week. How many days? Somebody tell me how many days they can go to work, but we are paying them thousands of dollars. They are accepting the kickbacks. Just a few days. They say they went for retreat. See the amount of money that was spent. See the amount of money that was spent on just retreat. Then somebody want to come to play politics out of us every morning. You feel that we will bow down to it. No. I will say, man, you can do that in your own. That people sing praises to you. That didn't want you can do that in it too. That didn't want you can do that in it too. When will we graduate? When will we look in the eyes of these lawmakers, the looters? They are sucking our blood. When we look in their eyes and tell them that, there is need, that you guys start to work in the interest of Liberians. When will we? When will we muster the courage? When will we stand up for ourselves and tell them that, oh, yes, we need a change? Look at the Freeport. We have APN terminal. We have different institutions there. Everybody. Jago say you bring in one small 1990 car and see the tax that will be attached to it. When somebody want to talk, you want to talk about it, then they go to start defending the leg of snow and other people. They were the one that brought up the APN terminal and all the other funny institution at the port wherein Liberians are suffering. Jago just ask for car. We Liberians, we should be buying it cheaper. Our port. We are feeling a pinch. These things, I'm talking about the garden. They see lawmaker there and some cabinet officials. All the good at is every Friday. They go to institution, foreigners. I come from a weekend. Foreigners, business owners. How will the business owner respect us as a nation? How would they respect us as a nation? How would they respect us as Liberians? And we will be looking at some of the top business officials this morning on this platform. But I don't want somebody come here and telling us that because they haven't received car yet, so they are carrying keke to work. So Liberians will see, I was so surprised yesterday when I saw President, I don't know whether he was playing phone out of then or what, when I saw a post from Muhammad Ali saying, we thank the lawmaker for carrying. Mo, I beg you, man, people, don't be carried away, please. I don't know if you are making fun. There's your post. Let's congratulate our representative who have now joined the masses in using tricycle, keke, to work instead of buying expensive cars. I have heard that the lawmakers want to commit most of their money for cars to development projects. From cars to development projects. Let's pray that the lawmakers will continue this measure so that money saved, so that that money saved can be diverted to critical service delivery sector. More. I just know where you get that information from. They're not doing it in the interest of Liberians. So they not say they didn't want back out. They made them protesting because the government not buy the car here more. Because the government not buy the car, why they getting in keke? Yeah, that's why they getting in keke. I've been joined by my colleague, Mr. Harris Bailey. Harris, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Boakai, and good morning, everyone. It is good. I don't know. I'm getting.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I think I'm good now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone, and it feels good to be here this morning, Boakai. And I was following the conversation religiously while I was on my way, and I was glued to the radio in amusement that at least we have an independent platform that we call Spay in Spay, and be able to say what Liberian people need to hear, because there are differences in what the people want to hear and what you tell them. For us here on the Punch Breakfast Show, we provide a platform that we say what the people need to hear, and we inform them on things that they need to do as well. And so I'm honored this morning Even though I'm under the weather, but I'm honored to be in a conversation.
All right. So as I was saying, Harris,
Mm,
kickstarting the platform this morning, the show this morning with I guess you follow
mm,
lawmakers Ryan Tricycle to work yesterday morning.
mm.
And the guys are in protest because up to now, government haven't been able to buy them their 50,000, 60, and $70,000 car. So they say that they will be going with tricycle now to job about the government can be able to get them car.
Mm. I I followed that on yesterday, and it was interesting. Wakai, you see, let's have a conversation surrounding this. We will talk. We will talk about lawmakers. We will denigrate them in the public. We'll say the worst thing about them. We will talk. I mean, the greatest of things in terms of them being corrupt, and them in terms of them now, living up to their expectations, performing their function diligently. And so these conversations will come up. But what happened on yesterday, it was literally like the lawmakers themselves brought themselves to public ridicule. What I pick up from that conversation is that a lot of those at the 55th legislature are yet to understand the reason why Liberians voted them. A lot of those lawmakers are yet to understand uh, as to what their functions are and the way, the manner and forms in which they should go about channeling or tailoring their grievances so as to match the agenda of the day section. It was a total embarrassment. So they have several other benefits associated with the job, of which we call it the honorable representative. That's established. Now, the Liberian government through the executive is poised. I think you have to remove. Yeah, I'll remove. Let's see what I'm gonna. But anyway, that's good. So, a lot of them, we understand lawmakers. There are benefits associated with the job worker. It ranging from aside the salary, you have allowances, you have insurance, you have other benefits associated with the job. Now, our government is structured in a way that the executive is clothed with the responsibility to ensure that those benefits and those apportionments to the legislature are then given in due course. Because in the mind of the formation of those that formed our government have said that in order for each and every branch of government to function effectively, these are things that they need to have with them. And those things need to be provided by the executive to perhaps the Ministry of Finance and the different government institutions and entities. So as to enable them to perform and do the Liberian people's job diligently. But why it's true that those, all of those benefits and functions, those benefits and allowances on the job that should commensurate with the lawmakers' function so as to enable them function effectively. I don't know. I want to hold you so you can listen to something. This is this. Okay, I want to hold you there. Let me play this. It will make sense of the discourse this morning. Okay. Let me play this. That is lawmaker the year over people. This is district number 3 lawmaker Sumo Moba.
we are here pleading for them. There will be more to come out. Let's come for them. But it's a warning. I would say it's a warning. So, whenever no one people will at the end, they can do it. There's one in your rights. But the product is from the so, this can get out.
Okay, so that's the voice of some of the lawmakers, including the district number 3, Massachusetts County lawmaker. We see district number 10 lawmaker. We saw because of them, a lot of them, they are important. They are saying that the lower house is been nationalized by national government. They are saying the upper house has received all of that benefit, but they are yet to receive theirs. So in protest of that, they are using keke to go to work. And the fact that the journalists asked them if they will use that thing keke to go to their various districts, and now they have to switch the conversation to say, Ambassador Bagazi, no car will get stuck in mud. So car ain't getting stuck in mud. Here we are, Harris. Okay. it is an embarrassment. I think our legislature has lost its sanity. I think there is a need for a national prayer for those who call legislators. That a lot of them has lost their consciousness. A lot of them has lost their senses. A lot of them, Buakai, have grown above that limitation. And so things that they should understand very easily has become complicated for them. Buakai, it is saddening. It is a disgrace to the legislature. It is a disgrace to the 55th legislature. We have said over time that we are at the initial state, we said that the 55th legislature would have been different from that of the 52nd, from that of the 53rd, from that of the 54th. But I think within 6 months, if we were to grade the performances and the interpretation of legislative functions and the way lawmakers should carry themselves, I think the 55th legislature is one of the worst Liberia will ever produce or Liberia has ever produced since post-war Liberia, because by during the time of Joseph Jing around, I was not around. So I don't know if we had a legislature that was worse than this that we have, but worse than this we have. Listen, Baka, it is a total disgrace to those that the framework of our government has said you are the first branch of government. To those that the framework of our constitution gave them the authority to do a lot of things in this country. Baka is one of the saddest movements that a true Liberian vote of political sentiment, vote of your affiliation politically, or perhaps your disagreement with whether President Baka is president. But it is a sad day for us Liberians. The attitude exhibited by those lawmakers, including small number, of which I am 100% surprised, including those other lawmakers as well. The Yakiaba is of no secret. Yeke looks for situations so as to keep in the public always. I only know one.
Yeke is still himself like I was reading through a documentary of the rise of Putin. How Putin today came in the spoiler of Russia and became one of Russia's famous politicians. Putin was always
trying to be a part of the negativity that sells out in the media in Russia at the time. Well, during his formation as a politician, and that's how he carried himself from the start to finish. When there are times when the government was one side, even if it's good, he will find a way that will attract the public's attention.
Yeah.
And he managed his way through that, and he succeeded very well. So at the time, the people in Russia have said that the only alternative we had, because this man literally appears to be that he reconciled with our situation, that he see himself in what we do as well. So there is a way that we side with him and we gave him a consideration. And that's how he was getting the consideration. And by then he succumbed himself and he took over the space. Today he became one of the country's greatest leaders or rulers or whatever we want to call it. Listen, but Yeke is a total opposite from Putin's strategy. Because Putin had an understanding about how Russia should be at the time. So even though I'm doing a comparison, even though he had always, he was part of the negative. Again, the government of the days at the time was, of course, now lived up to the expectation of the people. But even at that time, he was on the negative. Things that he said was reconciling with the people. Again, I was reading to, I never saw a time where he insulted the president, even though he was on the opposite. So for that, he's opposite to what Yeke is trying to do, or Yeke is an opposite to the photocopy of what of the way Putin rise to prominence. Now, but the rest of the other lawmakers, like I said initially, we cannot sit on this platform and not confirm that the legislators are entitled to benefits in this country. No, we cannot sit on this platform and fail to acknowledge the fact that lawmakers are entitled to benefits and allowances as well as the way our government is structured. That the executive branch is brought with the responsibility, so as to ensure that those lawmakers receive the required benefits. Some of them include, you want to have lawmakers, you have cars. The government library should provide vehicles for lawmakers. The government library should provide benefits in terms of scratch cards, in terms of gas coupons, in terms of office, office needs and everything. That's how our government has been structured over the years. President Baka is not a defiant to that. President Baka is not an opposition to that. President Baka is not opposing that. The reason why I confirmed this morning is this, Baka. I'll tell you why. When President Baka understood that the Liberian government is challenged at the moment, and there are things that the government should have done for the legislature even before the 6-month period, that those things were being done long since the administration took over. What the president did in his wisdom, the president called the leadership of the House to a special dinner meeting. He met with the Senate Pro Tem. He met with the Deputy Speaker and that of the House Speaker, and said, let's have a conversation. We understand that the legislature is challenged in terms of resources, in terms of allocation. There are then sufficient of complaints on my table. The lawmakers, including the Speaker, have threatened to shut down the operations of the House. But I, as the president, occupying, serving or leading the executive branch of government, it is for understanding about how is it that the lack of funding is affecting the operations of the legislators. But even to that point, government is working solutions. We played with you guys. We understand the situation, and it's because of the Liberian people we are into this. I, as a president as well, I wake up sleepless nights. I have sleepless nights ensuring, thinking about solutions towards this problem so that legislators will have a free space to operate. So I beg you, let's have a conversation surrounding it. Talk to your members. That conversation afterwards, the Senate Pro Tem reaffirmed the senators' commitment to that. That Mr. President, listen to you. The House Speaker at that gathering reaffirmed the legislators, the House of Representatives' commitment. That Mr. President will understand. This is the conversation we need to have with you. We wanted you to tell us why is it that our benefits, everything is being stopped. Because you know why? The legislators were envisioned in their mind that the money already there, but the executive now will get rid of it. Why the Ministry of Finance is working ways out, the LRA is working ways out to generate revenue for government, so as to have it diverted or placed in the covers of national government, so as to suit the other needs. Parker, if you were to ask me, the lawmaker said they want cars. $45,000 per car. The National Disaster Management has a budget of $3 million. As we speak, None of dime of that money has been given to the national disaster management. Government is lack of funding. So if we were to compare, if we were to compare pressing priorities, bankers or lawmakers at this situation where fraud has taken over, disaster is on the increase. Then apportioning to the national disaster management so as to start to address fraud. In terms of priority, we will go by national disaster management. Even to that point, the national disaster management held a press conference of recent and said 3 million budget that the government gave them, not a dime has been apportioned. And we are already in the rainy season. It serves as a threat to the survivability of Liberians, especially those that live in these strong communities. Fraud is as frequent as breakfast. And they are representing the idea. No, small mother was in a district a few days ago. He went to the very flood area. I've acted that he was taking that situation to the floor. Yeah. They can call him in his district. No, they don't get time. What is that? After that, he was taking that conversation to the floor. The last time I said it, we pay those people of our money. We Liberians, and they have misplaced priorities because they love them. Just work on one and say, "Well, I think myself I can be represented." Again, we have a space where we don't blame our voters. When the people's situations confront them, they look for solutions anyway. Yeah, they don't examine the odds that come before them. So, at the final analysis, you pour some misplaced figure we call lawmakers. Right? They are not even qualified to serve as township. This is what the problem is. We understand that you guys, young guys. But my question is, at the time you were not in government, right? When you took upon your time to go in the slum, to go in the various towns, in various towns and villages, to tell the people to vote for you. Why? I hear you put on the ground, you want to go there, but they wanted that got re-elected. The one that got re-elected, that's what's saying today. You don't have it. The guys lack their senses on certain issues. The fight about it is that we are not saying, right, that you're supposed to get car. Saying you get car is a problem. No, that's not the conversation. You need to get car. We acknowledge the fact that you need to get. You need it, but that cannot be a justifiable reason to misbehave because you get car means so you can't go to work. Or you disrupt the operations of the house because you say you needed to get 45,000 car, you get it. Government is just 6 months old. So in 6 month period, you just got a letter. In 6 months, then you get a car, you misbehave. Then you listen to a person of a representative in the Gbapolo County District 3 representative. Yeah. You talking about governor buying you car. Yeah. Then you say the president quote unquote lost his senses. And then you equate that to how the guys have the mindset have become out of it. Yeah, their mindset. How's it? You will listen to a male who tells you you will bring down the chambers of the house. When you have that, listen, I just don't know where we're heading in this country. The lawmakers are our problem. Listen, Liberians, they are our problem. If representatives can be protesting, those who will take our petition to, that they were protesting now. Where are we heading as a country? Where are we heading us? But they are not protesting in our interest. That's the problem. They are protesting in our own interest. My problem is the government of Liberia is structured the way Buckeye. The legislature has the authority that the president appoints. It says that the president appoints and those who appointed work at his will and pleasure. Yeah. Even to that point, the legislature has the authority to summon those that work at the will and pleasure of the president at any point in time. To them. Yeah. So it's as if you get instead to say Mr. Honor, former CEO of the station, say Baka, you working here, right? But even though Baka working here, Baka working for him now. But Mistress Honor at any point in time can call Baka and ask Baka question. And Baka need to ask Mr. Honor, you will have to answer. So that's how it's been structured. That's how our government is being structured. So if you look at it critically, last time I was telling someone, the legislature have more power in this country than any other government, any other branch of government. We guys said that. If the federal ministry, for instance, not their money yet. The federal minister, right? Perhaps the money, quote unquote, I said the money there. That enforcement should be there. Yesterday, the federal minister was before the legislature. But you see how the guys are out of order. You say you need a car, no car for you. You go to Wayne Keke. Then the federal ministry, the federal minister appear before your house. But the federal minister say, I'm not well. So I'm not well over the time past that why I've been coming before you and everything. It was tough. The guys of the lawmakers that were causing the ulcer. Oh no, there's small mobile in the house. They get called by others were there. And Bowman Kamara woke up and goes scot free. Then from there you can and disrupt the session with with an intent to bring the House of Public Ridicule. Listen, they respect the Liberian people attached to the House of Representatives. It is incumbent upon you guys, and it is a gradual process. That's how the respect be depleted. But if the House continue in this form and fashion, there will come a time when they say that Lord because come so soccer team moving for. That's how it will be in our country. Because for me, and I love what Mo said. For me, I've been one person I have that beer. We are getting a job. We can rock again.
We can rock again.
Now, how about you now? You get rock again, brother. I think we'll work our way. I will say we'll present a bill to the legislature that will endorse it. Our lawmakers that will be using keke. Keke are 3,005. The car are 45,000. So in terms of saving government for spending, we'll buy keke for you. Since your fee comfortable in it, but it was a bit of more interesting thing. All of them. I mean, there are folks in this government that since they got appointed, they are entitled to vehicles. None of vehicle has been given to them yet. The government is still working ways out. But why is the government working ways out? You have this is what we said. When you have people that are committed to their country, people that love their country. The last time I checked, being a representative is a job to serve and not to be served. It's a job to serve and not to be served. Listen, you make $8,000 as salary.
Yeah.
Some of you, before the more end, I'm saying your expenditure exceeds your salary. Some of you, for instance, are doing development in your district. Before the month comes to an end, you spend more than that money. Have you asked yourself why if you are a representative? A representative is the image of the people. You are
representing
them. You are the messenger of the people's interest. Yeah. So in that form and fashion, a messenger will do everything. During the time of when the king said deliver the message and give to the messenger, brother, you let you crawl, you let you fall, and you let you go. You need to carry that message. you fall. That's the commitment that's attached to the job. Whether you are that flow, you have the time to talk. A lot of you make consensus. Meet your fellow lawmakers that are affected by this project, that the government is here to give them vehicles. Have a conversation. Meet the speaker. Because he is your representative. But invite the finance minister. That's the problem. You meet the speaker. You have conversations surrounding that. The speaker will be able to tell you what the executive has said. And if that decision is not right, let the finance minister appear as to why he's riding a vehicle and why lawmakers should be entitled to the vehicle that I'm saying is not. Then you'll have the conversation surrounding that. Then he will tell you even up to this time, they get called today protesting for vehicles. But they don't time in this country that when the CDC government, even at the time, government have it's funny that they get called salaries and benefit was seized at that house for over 2 terms for over 2 session period. Even another you are still driving. You are still driving to go to house now that so when you are setting your district. For many of you, I just don't know how so easily you've been carried away. I mean, be very serious. I don't know how so easily you've been carried away. Listen, there are a lot of ways to get a prominence in this country. I'll tell you one practical example. The last time I was reading to, I've never come across a time that the Speaker of the House, Fanatikova, throughout his political life has been involved in the violent actions or anything. No, but he managed to rise supremacy. He rise supremacy. So how is it that you ask yourself, how does Speaker manage to succeed? But then there are ways to do it. You tell your approach and your actions to your people that fails them. They're the one will sell your message. When the conversation starts to come from your district, I think lawmaker is good. It sells out on the national scene, and people start to buy into you. People follow you. But a lot of you, you don't even know what you want. Misplaced. They are totally misplaced, my people. And we are saying this because we know what's going on. We are seeing them. The lawmakers protesting today because of vehicle. They are not protesting our interest, fellow Nigerians. They are protesting in their own interest. And it shouldn't be like that. Let it start protesting because of the lack of jobs at our bureau hospitals. Let it start protesting because the lack of lack of basic necessity. Those are the things that they should be doing. So when I see some lawmakers that people should be respecting, going this low, sometimes I become confused. But again, this is Liberia. Because what you're not expecting is what I was happy. And that's what we are seeing now. That's what we are seeing. The thing is very simple. It's for like instance, I'm coming to work here and I need a car and I'm not getting that car to come to work. The next thing is that for me to reach out to the management of this institution and tell the management that, this is really serious. I need car to be going to work. And up to now, you guys haven't provided me car. I need to someone, I will go to them. You as lawmakers, you have the will, you have the power to submit, to summon the finance minister to come and appear, and tell you why is it that up to now you haven't received car. He doesn't need to tell the president that they put someone I need to go there. No. Once you summon that lawmaker, the lawmaker will come and he will tell you why is it that up to now you haven't received car. But you got to forget all of your priorities, all of your strength, all of your authority that you have. But you want to add a children. You pass it around the place. You pass it even for us that apply, those of you that apply in the international setting, there's a clause in your application that say be able to work in extreme conditions. It's always there. Almost every application is there. The extreme condition that comes in place that there are times the institution will be challenged. Yeah. And even if the institution is challenged, that will not be a reason why you stay away from job. That's the interpretation of extreme condition, or sometimes they say in challenging environment. So like the legislators be able to work for the Liberian people in an extreme condition of such. Today, they should start it. Let's establish. The reason is here. You need vehicle to go to work. That's good. The real is solid. That's fine. Let's establish. But the Liberian government, there's no money now for vehicle for you guys. 45,000 times 73 lawmakers, it is an entitlement, but the government is challenged. The government is raising the funds to buy your vehicle. What is true that the government working ways around to get that done, be able to work in extreme conditions. It demonstrates your willingness and commitment. But how we have been yesterday, it those 5 lawmakers or more who have said, after the session, let's have a press conference. Inform Liberians that the reason why our constituency has been 6 months, you haven't seen one across the district. We need a vehicle to move and commute from one location to another. The government has informed us that it's challenged. They are working ways out to get the vehicles for us. But why it's true is that way, we want to inform you that our absence in the district of recent has been attributed to this situation. We will be committed to doing your job until the government does what is right. How is it that message will be interpreted? But this morning we have started to commend those lawmakers and said, thank you for being that courageous person that in spite of the challenges, you're able to do the Liberian people's job. But you said that because they get you car. So you say that you get salary, that why you protesting? No, because you get car. The other guys, they get followed by all the city government and you're strangulated. When your children were in Ghana, you used to call Auto Show to get you money. You didn't have money at all when it's a salary. But even to that point, you went to work every time you ride a vehicle, your private vehicle, you had it all of the time. Or because that President Mbaka governor. The understanding is that the president can listen. When you're pressurized, the president wants to talk, he will listen. Yeah. The same way you're there, Prince Johnson, you have to listen. The same way you're there around, you have to listen. So that's the conversation. In other words, our lawmakers say, oh, send the lawmaker right ticket, then you pressure the government, you listen. I pressure the government. You know how many person right ticket? We in racism. The National Disaster Management needs more than 3 million. Even though you lawmakers sat there and apportion only 3 million to a disaster management, especially in the time of rain season, to cater to the disaster needs of people. Because you want to carry all your humanitarian services in a way to buy the sympathy of the people. So the money that should be allotted to the National Disaster Management is being tailored to you guys. You get them 3 million to manage. Out of the 3 million, the National Disaster Management is yet to accept, is yet to receive a dime. But even to that point, it means nothing to none of those lawmakers. It's not a problem to them. It's not even interesting to them. It means nothing to them. You guys will be later in the pool of what? I don't even know how to tell this thing. But I'm being a bit out of this one. Listen, there's a various communities. Of recent, we were in the Duper Road community. The last time we were in District 3.
Yeah.
Go across in Broadway and go across to Dual community in different areas. That's just within Montserrat. And the issue about flooding has become the order of the day. The National Disaster Management is working its way. Of recent, the Red Cross had to intervene. On top of the Red Cross intervention, the Red Cross had to appeal to the international partners to assist them. Today, the conference in Nation number 4, the folks in Nation number 4, they had to come. The Red Cross, the Red Cross had to intervene. Nation number 3, the flooding situation that's overwhelming. In Nation number 15, it's overwhelming. The conference number 10 is overwhelming. Instead of why we have an institution of government. It's part of the responsibility to address some of the concerns. The institution is complaining, is crying. The executive director, he cried. He said, as we speak, out of the 3 million, none of that has been given to us.
Yeah.
None of those lawmakers call that attention. No. Because all of them want to work in their own ways to take the one piece of matter and carry to the people and say, I'm the lawmaker, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Then that person will owe them that loyalty. That all the time the water came out, that the lawmaker can give me matter.
I want to be re-elected.
Oh, yes. So that's the way they will do it. So no one that comes and say, it's interesting. If the one that benefits or whatever to pass through the National Disaster Management to reach to the people, they will not do it. They want that set to go there as the face. So you see a lawmaker walking in the water and go and say, you know what? We'll give you 200 years.
We'll buy you cement.
We'll buy you cement.
We'll buy you zinc.
So that they take the glory. But even to that point, the National Disaster Management is there. They cry literally. Nothing has been done. But all lawmakers, you're supposed to get car. Yeah, because now the car. So the National Disaster Management also have 3 million in the budget now to function, to operate. As to speak, the money on there. Why a second protest? Then you, the representative of the people, that should ensure that these things are done. You are the one misbehaving. I see that as a total misbehavior. On top of that, you have one country member of Bapu country that one digging gold Bapu. And the people say, okay, since you are one of our own, you live among us, you understand our struggle. Go and account being representative. Are you still there today and being insulting President Bwaka over 45 years of experience? His experience has helped this country build a foundation. Today, you become representative. I don't know how people that just don't know how some of the guys are out of order. Today, you represent it. You will lead that place. The next made our country. It's all your knowledge and experience that you build a foundation that he will sit on, either to progress or the rest of you guys are able. So when your predecessor take over now, I'm saying your successor, so he should say that he's subtle because he feels that he's in authority now. You see, Bwaka, you see the limitation of those who call lawmakers. That's why at times we're on the radio. Yeah, man.
They make people to
be serious, man.
They have to feed out.
You think about car, you want car, then you say the president do all the president this, the president that. How does that concern the car you're supposed to get?
Because you buy your car. How you been working? How you been moving around?
I mean, I just don't know, guys. I just don't know, but this is what we say, right? We the people, are parents. It is incumbent upon us. We understand that we continue to mention on this conversation. It is the prerogative of the government to ensure that the benefits associated to the House of Representatives, those benefits are given. It is equally important that the same situation that affects the legislature is the same situation that affects across all government institutions.
Sure.
If the lawmakers are to perform, the Ministry of Health needs to perform as well. If the lawmakers will have to perform, the Ministry of Education will have to perform. If the lawmakers need to perform, the Ministry of Agriculture needs to perform. Because you know why? Why should you say other than make the laws? The Ministry of Health is providing services to those Liberians for health needs to meet. That's how the Ministry of Education is providing education for our children, even though a lot of you are children out of this country. That's granted. That's the choice. But we have the Ministry of Education and ensuring that primary education reaches to the child. So if the same way you think that you need car to commute, that's how the budget for the Ministry of Education to perform effectively as we still has not been given to them in full. So let's have a conversation in terms of priority. For you that get car, you need to go. The Ministry of Education needs folks to reach out to these various schools and everything.
The Ministry of Health need to.
The Ministry of Health needs drugs in the very hospital.
Yeah.
You are that guy, you need to ride go to
Tell them go to work.
the Ministry of Health needs drugs in the very
Ministry of
hospital.
Agriculture.
The Ministry of Agriculture need to reach out in the various counties as well. Let's have a present priority in terms of government.
Like you will.
And the National Disaster Management need money now so that they should be able to address flood situation and other disaster situation across the country.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation in terms of priorities.
Like you importing money in that. You importing, people are dying to JFK. People are dying to Redemption and other hospitals.
Oh yeah.
They go without buying car.
Now you get car, go to West.
So move on and go so move on station number 3 and go capital bypass. Unica, what we'll do, that in Montreal here, we'll tell NTA to get your 2 buses. Like we'll be picking the point from Inter, missing from Adequate, EFWA, all the way in town. The NTA buses will be carrying up. They'll be taking a lot of money from Banave all the way to town, so NTA buses can be carrying up. Stay until you get tired. NTA buses will be carrying up. Funny looking man, ready to be
So I'm saying the guys, they're okay. You see, and there are a lot of things we need to learn. That we initiated the conversation, we acknowledge the fact that lawmakers are entitled to benefits, including their vehicle. We acknowledge the fact, and we will continue to say that for the record. But again, in addition to the conversation, that understand there are ways to do it. You cannot bring the sanctity of the house to public ready. You cannot bring the respectability that people have for the house to public. What does it mean? I mean, riding keke to go to work and in interpretation, you say because you don't get vehicle. You're supposed to get vehicle, you get vehicle, the Senate have vehicle. That's established. Okay, let's have a conversation surrounding it. But what are we saying this morning? There are a lot of ways. Listen, when you are a leader, especially as with you being a representative or senator, you have transitioned to a point of national conversation. You have transitioned to a point of making interest that favors the 5.2 million people in Liberia.
Absolutely.
So at that level, you be very careful and watchful of your thoughts and that of your actions. That how you're going to engage this thing. You want to look at how well your wife and children at home going to see. Let's have a conversation somewhere. You leave your private vehicle at home. You get on a commercial, keke with the interpretation that the point get me car so you know them a car again. You say some of them will make us 2 times. Right? So what the car get you last year? Let's have a conversation surrounding that. So this is what we're saying. The fact of the matter is that whether you need vehicle at this moment or not, there are other pressing priorities that government needs to address. So your is part of it as well because you have. It is binding that you have them, but even to that point, you guys need to understand. There are ways you tailor the conversation. That's why the house has a leader, because you guys are equal. So the Constitution says that since you are equal, we will have first and more equals. That's what the speaker is. So the speaker is first and more equal. So that if you have disagreement, you reach out to the speaker, you reach out to the house leadership, and have a conversation surrounding it. It is binding upon the leadership to make a determination as to how government addresses the problem. To take the conversation to government, to summon those responsible to come and appear before you guys and address the concern. Yesterday, you were in our house. The Minister of Finance was there. Why you couldn't ask the Minister of Finance? Why said that we won't get our car? Yes, but the money has been appropriated so the cars will be given to us. You guys sit there, I'm the sad answer, there's nothing you could say towards that. Afterward, they go get in KK and start coming around the place.
Let's transition to another conversation this morning, and so we thought it wise in bringing you that on the lawmakers this morning. So we have to transition to something else. On the conversation, those if you are just joining us, this is a Punch Breakfast Show on Punch FM 106.7. We are coming to you live from Painesville, outside the nation's capital, Monrovia. Harris, there's been this issue about we Liberians, how we have been marginalized by foreigners, most especially business people.
Mm.
And we've been marginalized by foreigners. This has been done through some of our ministers, some of our lawmakers, because they are working in the interest of some of these businesses. And we'll name some of the top business officials this morning that are marginalizing us, that are taking away, that are sucking on the Liberian people. Let's begin with the rubber sector. We have a guy called Jetty. Said Jetty, they say that they were getting into rubber business. Jetty, Seti, and all the other people, that Seti say they're getting into steel business. Now go check on the market. Go and ask for steel raw price. Harris. The price of steel raw have increased. The price of rubber, Jetty that say, oh, we'll be producing rubber dishes in our country. Jetty that said that, oh, we are being factory here. We now have a factory to produce rubber dishes. What? How far are we? They see Jetty man. Jetty, go and ask for rubber price. And the government is sitting there and allowing this guy they have taken over the entire sector. They have taken over the entire sector. That's for the commodity. And they are having monopoly over the rubber sector. They are having monopoly over the steel raw. Now people you can import steel raw because Jetty said or Seti said they are not producing steel raw in Liberia. So nobody else can produce. We say come in with steel raw. They have fought their way in, take over national government, and they have getting monopoly over that sector. They are getting monopoly over that sector. Let's come to commodities or construction. You know that we have a fellow by the name of Hassan Ali. Hassan Ali, he's the one behind a lot of the construction works that have been undertaken by government in this country. And also the owner of BMC. Harris BMC was contracted by this government to carry out the construction work of the National Oil Company head office. BMC, before Weah was booted out as president of the Republic of Liberia, BMC was contracted by the folks there at the National Oil Company, Safwa May Gray. And the amount that was earmarked for the construction of the local building was $2.9 million. $2.9 million. But when Safwa May Gray noticed that the president or the former president George Manneh Weah left power or he was leaving power, when they added extra money to raise the price of the construction of that building to, instead of $2.9 million, they got to carry it to $4.5 million. $4.5 million, Harris. And then the extra $2 million, where it went there, nobody knows. Up to now, go and see local building. Go and see local building. Safwa May Gray and BMC. We are talking about live corruption. And this guy The Lebanese guys, they are frustrating every sector of the country. When we come to the commodity, we have jetty. Abidjane, rather. Abidjane is the man have monopolized the frozen food. Now the man, he's the owner of Farmington Hotel. You understand? And Farmington Hotel do have how do you call it? Tax free. They get a name there for him. When you're not paying tax at a port,
That's
so
weird.
duty free. Duty free. So Farmington, when you bring things in a country for Farmington, it's duty free. So now what Abidjane is doing, Abidjane is using Farmington
Oh yes.
Hotel to bring in tissue, towels, and other things that he coming to sell in a supermarket, the Abidjane supermarket, the UN Drive supermarket. The man is using Farmington Hotel to import those things. Harris, he's using Farmington Hotel to import those things on duty free. Then he's selling them at a various supermarket. I'm talking about Abidjane. And he's in Kou. He's in Kou with people at the LRA. Ça, c'est moi. Ça, c'est moi. So all of these things are what we are talking about. What am I driving at, fellow Nigerians? These guys have tried their possible best to take over our Liberian business, our businesses. When it comes to the issue about rubber, steel, and cement and whatsoever thing, we have Lebanese people. When it comes to construction, Lebanese people, our own Liberian construction company have been marginalized. Have been marginalized. But what is President Walker doing? Are we still on the issue about doing business as usual? You know that the $22 million Harris that was elected for working on various roads in the country. You know how much went to one of the Lebanese companies? You will not believe it. $11 million out of the 100, and means the $22 million, $11 million went to one Lebanese company. I'm serious. One Lebanese company. And Liberians who company not able to carry out construction of roads.
There's no trust in the process. No one is trusting the process. No one is trusting our Liberian brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
because the trust, when I say no one trusting the process, is that these lawmakers know that you and I, you come to me to give me a contract, for instance. That begin with the construction area. They gave me a contract. Maybe government wants to construct 22 million or $4 million roads. I, as a Liberian, I understand the hustle, right? Hiring Liberians as well to do the job work. I won't look at my fellow Liberians giving $50 to work for me per day, I'm saying per month or whatever. I want to give that man because I understand how challenging Liberia is. Now, the foreigners will not consider the Irish Liberian. What the foreigners are looking at is that they just want to settle the bigger guys, right? Establish a relationship, imagine last.
Yes.
It is the opposite. The Liberian investor would prefer to settle the layman down there to work for him, feel satisfied, and refuse to give, that lawmaker or whoever kickback. So like that, the lawmaker will not be trusting to do business with the Liberian man anymore.
Yeah.
He prefer the foreigners because the foreigners know that we are not here. They think the only way we can sell ourselves, let's have for pay for play.
Pay for play.
Let's have for pay for play kickback. Let's provide kickbacks to the lawmakers. But the Liberian man will understand that it is for his country. So the trust there, the lawmaker will not have the choice to do business with that man. That's the trust aspect. But listen, Waka, when you brought this conversation, I said quietly listen. There's a document I call the liberalization policy. This document gives exclusive right to Liberians in certain areas, retail businesses, in terms of certain goods and services. Like for instance, cold water business, for instance, right? In different areas 25% of the different goods and services should go directly to Liberians. Parker, I will interest you to know that SETI, the SETI you spoke of, the SETI you spoke of is involving in what you call retail business as well.
Yeah.
This should not be this way. Move around the EOWN, go around the Douala Belt in various areas that SETI have the stores. They are doing retail businesses as well. What the law requires is that if SETI is bringing this phone, for example, private call, if SETI is bringing this phone, you should sell in wholesale.
Yeah.
And the Liberian may be able to buy the phone from SETI, wholesale and sell it to make profit as well. Retail.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot bring this. Why you selling wholesale and we selling retail? So you will also this as at the disadvantage of the business community.
Mm-hmm.
Then you expect Liberian mail. That's why you see a lot of Liberian people who do business in a whole lot of that. They are not for thing. So you have the foreigners. But for every time we enter in the system, what they will do is that they will work their way up to have monopoly on certain things. Do you know, for instance, like Jetty, right? Jetty, for instance, have monopolized the whole rubber sector, as we speak.
Yeah.
Just pretty close to a year ago when he entered the rubber sector, he was able to sort his way out. Allow the consultant of rubber, plenty association and the different organizations now will have to succumb monitor them. So he says there now, all those I will do the process that I will have the commodity, will have to sell it to him. The produce will have to sell it to him.
Mm-hmm.
So because everyone is selling to him, he makes determination on what prices you sell to him.
Yeah.
Then that government now, there will be law. Already there's a law that they ban the expectation of rubber out of the country.
Yeah.
It was just recent that the Joe Biden government tried to address that situation. So this is how they're going to work it out. They prevent the situation, they play, they put the barricade the environment, and the only way to get out is to buy down to them. That's how the foreigners are working down. You talk about BMC. You talk about the different areas of the Buckeye. You will get to understand. Imagine the economy you provide.
Yeah.
The Lebanese guys, the foreigners. I mean, there's no objection. We encourage them to come in have a space in our country. But they are not the ones to be blamed. I always say this when we have this conversation. The ones to be blamed are the leaders and authorities. Those ones that should ensure Buckeye. Why is it that we have a law on the book that says that you should only do wholesale?
Yeah.
And you shouldn't get involved in the retail. But the guys are confidently doing retail, and no one saying anything about that. So are they the ones to be blamed? If you have someone that willfully violate the law, it means that man believes that he's above the law.
Mm-hmm.
So the law should be reflected on him. How say that is being reflected? It is those in authority that should make sure that those leaders succumb to do the right thing. How is it being done? They will drive them privately and collect their kickbacks and come and sit there. Then when you go into a petition and carry to them, they will just play around it. Buckeye, the last do the 54 legislators, there are over 500 plus petitions that are given to the 54 legislators.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out. How many of them receive redress? 5% of that number is too much. I receive redress. That can amount to how the lawmakers have carried themselves. And as we speak, we have the conversation. It is a continuous process. So we said that we need more and more from down to the House of Representatives. 60 to 70% of the lawmakers are all business people. The speakers are businessmen. The deputy speakers are businessmen. The Musa Benete, small mobile. You go on. You everybody business people. They are all business people. But how is it that the Liberian business community is still marginalized? Have you asked yourself why? Because these guys will go and rub shoulder with the Lebanese guys. I'm saying, quite a kickbacks. They don't live, business area, say that about themselves. They don't care about Liberian people anymore.
Every weekend they go and get the ass. Every weekend.
Oh yes. So imagine the account you provide. Teacher waiver. They give it to Farmington Hotel. So the Lebanese guys, the guys, they understand so much. All of those foreign investors, they have their central leadership. The last it's a whole cartel. It was Jetty that was managing that cartel. I don't know if he's still managing that cartel. So this is how that this is how Buckeye works out. The guys have the leadership. When they find one loophole, all of them will use that whole. That's it. So imagine the tax that Abidjan are all supposed to be paid to the national government.
No,
they will use that means.
Yeah,
because that's open space.
Yeah.
How much will Farmington give? Farmington gave the government. Perhaps maybe they stay at Farmington that were free, part of the deal. It could be that way as well.
Yes.
It could be that way.
And you are using Farmington to to steal from the country. Abidjale.
Oh yes.
Abidjale. Because now the government said that there'll be a tax waiver or you'll not pay when you bring in stuff for Farmington Hotel, be it soap, baby soap, be it towel, be it tissues, be it whatsoever thing. Once you bring it for Farmington Hotel, it is tax free. So the men, all the towels you can see in the Abidjale supermarket, the US Draft supermarket, the Habel supermarket, because he won't own everything. Abidjale is renting everything. And we Liberians, let me say this. Even the road sector, we have a Shaki Fawaz.
Yeah.
Shaki Fawaz. Shaki Fawaz was the one that benefited $11 million from the death. For the $2 million was earmarked by this government, the JND government. $11 million he received. Go and see the roads that the man is building. Substandard roads that can be represented in any other country. So, fellow Liberians, we are bringing some of these things to your attention because our Liberian people are suffering. Our business people, the people that should be benefiting from this country, that, yes, I'm into business and my business is booming. Our businesses are not booming as a citizen because we have people in a sector, foreigners in a sector that are marginalizing us as Liberians.
Our leaders are confident with it.
Our leaders are working with them. You go to the person that is behind the foreigners. I'm calling here because I have facts, I have proof for me. A brother of mine, I will bring that man on the show. They use what? The foreigners. They use that man to damage that brother goods. They damage that brother goods. The man will bring in.
Oh yes.
I don't know why you follow that story.
I follow that story. I follow that story. Yeah, I can recall that huge consignment. Everything got destroyed.
Everything got destroyed.
They strangulated that gentleman. They strangulated. In Boca, there are a lot of business people in Liberia where they're suffering from that situation. Dominant Nimlin. You go on to Nimlin. Prince Tewa. You go on to Nimlin. A lot of those individuals that they are doing business in this country, and these foreign nationals are working to strangulate them because the government's already in bed with them. Yes, of course, the legislators are in bed with them. The Ministry of Labor is in bed with them. So like that, they feel confident. Then I listen to the information minister telling that, it has become a rampant thing now that the Liberians are very possession side, everything are back on. A whole lot of it. And I listened to Minister P.I. so that said, why is it that we don't encourage it? What kind of history has managed us that when the people are agitated, and the people agitation supersedes the leader, no one can listen again, they will take actions in the
but right through your people protesting. These guys are sucking on us. These guys are talking to us. So when you see Liberians standing up tomorrow and saying that we are protesting against these guys, you as the lawmaker or you as the President Bwaka, you should do something about this. Will we continue this? Will it be business as usual or not? Mr. Bwaka, this is what we should talk about every day. We met those guys there. They've been talking on us as Liberians. And today again, we are continuing with this thing, guys. They are all there at the LRA. They are all there at the Commerce Ministry. They are all there at the Labor Ministry. They are in there with the foreigners. They are in there with the foreigners. Economic vampires. When you talk about the establishment of the World Economic Transport, some of these guys, some of these foreigners should be taken because they themselves they are part of the corrupt system. They are corrupting our system here in the country. Very corrupt, very corrupt. And the actions are affecting the operations of government. The actions are affecting the business people in this country. And last time I was at the Liberia Business Association, with the Liberia Business Association, I held conversation. The guy told me that now the situation they have put in place, Wakai, is that even in terms of loans, they have made the system complicated to a point that the foreign nationals have managed their way with the help of those very lawmakers. They have designed laws and policies now that if you go for a loan, an additional 24%, look at that, can be on the loan. So, like for instance, if you go for $5,000, if you go for $5,000, let's do the mathematics right here, right there. Let's do the mathematics. 25 is 25 divided by 100. Don't be very much more than times $5,000. So if you go for a $5,000 loan, and for instance, in terms of payback, you pay $6,250. Additional 25% will be added. Initially, it was 5%. It moved on to 10%, 15%. Now it's at a rate of 25% addition. So if someone was to take $1 million Liberian dollar, for instance, and if someone was to take $1 million Liberian dollar, for instance, I want to get this thing correctly. So if the person will take $1 million Liberian dollar loan, when you pay back, you pay 250,000 interest. 250,000 interest. Can you imagine that? So if you take $1 million to do business, you will pay 250,000. $1 million, 250,000 return. Aside for you getting that loan, imagine all of the processes you're going to go, expenses, what you're going to go to, the various individuals you're going to meet to expedite the process. You're going to pay money because this is our system looking, right? You're going to provide kickbacks to all of those individuals, everything. At the concluding stage, so it's like literally if you take $1 million before you finish spending to get it, do everything, you'll be level none less than 500,000 to do business with it. Then the 500,000 is all pay $1 million. So listen, the only loan is $1 million gain. You all pay about 250,000 interest. So in total, you will retain 1,250,000. So it's like literally you're receiving 750,000. You receiving that because you paying 250,000. 250,000 remove from that one. So it's 750,000 receiving. Then the cashier or the the loan manager are paying whatever you can expedite the process. You need to get in something. You have to move on. Maybe your guarantor has a profile individual. Maybe you gotta go work with big business people or perhaps you gotta provide feedback. So at the conclusion stage, you spend not less than $500,000 to get a loan. And when foreigners go there, you just need to call the name. That's all. You just need to call the name. At Jetty or at Teti or at Abidjan. You just need to call the name. You get it. You get it. Or perhaps again, like I told you, the guys are from a cartel. And the cartel has been so that's how it work out. By the time you get there, maybe even if you are a stranger, if you are new, if you're a new person in business, you want to establish a business. Once you reach there, you just need to say, okay, I'm from the foreign, I'm from the Foreigners Association of Liberia, for instance, the Foreign Association of Liberia. So this is my ID. Once you show it, the people on the telephone, they call Jetty because Jetty was a president. They call Jetty, and Jetty will be like, okay, yes, I know it. Your loan will be that you sit at your house. They will bring it to you. They will bring it to you. If you want to cash, they will bring it to you. But a typical Liberian man will have to take the government from the village or maybe to sell a collation before this may receive. This is how the guys have come have made the system to be. And our mothers are suffering it. That our sisters are going to China. Oh yes. How will they get money from the banks to go China to import? They steal foreigners. They are marginalizing us. Economic vampires. These guys. If you think that we are against them, we are not against them, but we are against the system. The Jetty, the guys are they are monopolized every sector. All the prison food, all the chicken feed and eating here, people. Abidjan, the one responsible to bring it in, and no other person can bring in frozen food apart from Abidjale. Apart from Abidjale, fellow Liberians. Abidjale, Jeremy one. Harris, you know how many things I mean one import in the country? Let me go to it. I come in, let me go to what they made. Just Abidjale one. They made it's responsible to produce grocery items. You understand? Dairy items, ice cream, bakery, fruits and vegetables, protein foods, breakfast and breakfast. These are the things that they made responsible. Jack Abidjale. Jack Abidjale. When you want to have a monopoly over all of these things, what other people will get? What other Liberians will get to import here now? What other people will get? Let me reread the thing that just one day, just one person, just Abidjale, they make monopoly over the grocery items. And people, they make them monopoly over direct items. What Shaq they want to do? Shaq, you can see Shaq improving. Say Shaq, you can see them improving when it comes to the ice cream because they see me in a sector that monopolizing and marginalizing fellow Liberians. Ice cream. When it comes to bakery, see the bread that sometimes will be doing bread, that foreigners will be producing bread like in the country. That foreigners will be producing bread in our country. For what? For what? But our government, our officials sit there and go every weekend and take kickback from these guys. They're the ones getting us to where we are today, parents. And when tomorrow, when you hear people say they are standing up to go and protest against this guy, the economic vampire, it shouldn't be surprising to you because Liberian people are tired of the way, Liberian business people, they are tired of the way they are being treated by these guys.
They're marginalized workers. Again, the rest, like I said, the rest on the shoulder of those different institutions. That's what I said. The foreigners have a free space to operate, Buckeye. And so they're making maximum use of it. If I were to go China, right, for instance, or if you were to go China, for instance, and you reach China and you see a space that the Chinese government and the different government ministry and agencies in China are paying less or no attention, or they have sided with you, you make maximum use of the opportunity. You explore from the Chinese people. Yeah, because it has no effect on you. That's how if I leave from here now and go Ghana, and I see a space that I'm easily able to sell out. I look at the Ghanaian Parliament, for instance. I look at the different, the different ministry agencies in Ghana, how easily it is to penetrate and how easily it is to be bought. I will buy them, so that I will sit at a place where that I'm the God. I'm the God. Yeah. So at that level, everyone will succumb to me. I don't care. Ghanaians will bow down to me, and that's how it lives here in Liberia. So if we have the different government ministry agencies. That, for instance, you have the Ministry of Commerce that provides a supervisory role in terms of the business to show that prices of price flow of goods and commodities on the market are consistent with the day-to-day happenings. But if they have fallen prey to that, perhaps they feel that is not as important as the so they care less about they care less about it. What do you expect? The foreigners there, the men are doing business with exploit for the people. If you have the Minister of Labor that should pressure those concession companies, for instance, to live up to their expectations, to live up to the MD or to live up to the concession agreement, so that those concession companies should abide by the Decent Work Act. Yeah, ensuring that our parents should make at least 150 per month. And if the Ministry of Labor care less about that, the labor needs to want to pay even $50. Yeah, so they want to pay store boss and the father. So this is a practical happening. Yeah, move across the different institutions. You see, you will find that Liberian store boss, store girls, workers in the different, even at various supermarkets. The last time I was to one of the supermarkets, and I asked again, the matron, I said, "That's more than taking it." I said, "You want this certificate you do for me?" She done now, but she'll work at 6 o'clock in the morning. She'll be there until 10 o'clock in the day. When the supermarket closes, but you're making 65. When a decent work asset, at least the least salary someone should make in the country, should be 150. But if you have a labor ministry that you show these things are done, it will be done. But if you have a ministry that care less about that, what will happen? The Lebanese will come, they will prefer you pay 25 hours. But man, you know that in this country, the out of business people being influenced. Business people being influencing the system against the people in a country which is called economic sabotage is punishable on our laws. It's punishable on our laws. And you know, just recently, a elaborate businessman brought in 21 million worth of petroleum products in this country to reduce the price of fuel oil on the Liberian market. A Liberian businessman, the guys that are responsible for petroleum products, the cartel, they refuse for the men product to land here in this country. I'm talking of facts. The man brought 21 million and they prevented him. The ship was on the sea. Everything the man paid for it. And then that money going. Oh yes, money going. The leg of Musa Belete. And all the Lebanese people would deplorable. The conversation will start. And you go to the supermarket, you see the girls they like a bee at the counter there. You see the body standing right behind them. Go to every supermarket, you see it. The people that just trust our sisters with their money. Every supermarket that you enter, you will see standing there. The lady that collecting money. They still have watching because that's what our sisters to be. This for us, and the foreigners that looking for change. These are your intention. These are some of the areas, Mr. President. Mr. President, this morning we want to confirm to you that the former administration of President George Weah said there were no Liberians will not be spectator in the economy. Yeah. Last time, Mr. President, this morning we want to confirm that the past administration worked its ways out and make Liberians that they graduated from their being spectators and they were completely I tell you, Mr. President has to speak the situation from the 6 years of Mr. President. Economic vampire. They are sabotaging from the Liberian people. They are stealing from the Liberian people, Mr. President. They are stealing from your government as well. Listen, Mr. President, I want to have a conversation with you this morning. That if we were having a conversation, if Liberian businesses were being empowered, Mr. President, your government by the end of this year will generate a pretty close to $1 billion in revenue. Absolutely. Liberians are people that are willing to pay taxes to the government. I think that's to say why they say that even though to a point that the Liberian Revenue Authority is working its way out in terms of making sure encouraging Liberians to pay tax is still a challenge, Mr. President. It's because the people are strangulated. That the people are strangulated. For instance, in retail businesses, foreign nationals are involved with it, Mr. President. For instance, in other areas, that bills are both on the outside world, They had an experience, a first-hand experience. They are willing to come back. Yeah. Ocean Drive. Yeah. Right? He had a testimony of that as such. That there was time in this country he went to kind of bring different companies in this country. They will stop you. He was prevented as well. He went his way out. He did everything he could, and there was nothing. A lesson was never issued to him by the Ministry of Commerce. Mr. President, this is a living reality. Mr. President, this is a happening in our country. Again, this is what you have inherited. Part of the reasons why you saw the business people, they stood the test, they were supporting you to and fro. Yeah, because they knew that this is a system you are going to inherit. It is the expectation of those Liberians that do business that your government will address the situation.
All right, let's go to the phone line this morning. You can now call us on 0778 665 699. Once again, 0778 665 699 or 0880-561-644, 0880-561-644 are the lines that you can call, and you will be live with us this morning. We begin with the issue about the national legislature, and then after that, we talk about the business people and how Liberians are being marginalized by foreigners. The Jetty, the Seti, the Fawaz, the Shaki Fawaz, and other people. Let's take our first caller here. Good morning, welcome. Good morning. Your name is joining us from? Welcome, Oscar.
I mean, yes, is Mono disappointed. Go ahead, my brother. Yeah, go ahead quickly. You already disappointed. So what you are expecting? Thanks so much. Yeah, it was a continued process. Yeah, 0778 699 0778 699 0561 644 080561 644. And then you can call on 0778 Mm. 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 We hope to have a time. We hope to have you. I will call you so you can come on a show. So we can have this discussion. I want us to go into it lengthily. Mm. What is happening in the rubber sector? Yeah. Mm. 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 Okay, we will call you. We will call you so you can appear with us anytime this week. Okay. Like, wow, you just listen to that testimony? Of course. And we need more of that. And we need I will call just his number so he can appear with us on Friday. Let's take this person. Let's take a lady on this line. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. Your name is joining us from. Welcome, sir. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Mm. Okay. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you. So this is what happens when people are becoming frustrated. The next thing you will see them doing is to down for protest and calling on the government to take action. So we're taking your call 077 8665 699 or men 077 61644. For the ladies, you can call on 077 654 9122 077 654 9122. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. And they made our cell phone seller. They made to be selling cell phone. Today they made a construction man. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right, Pacomo. Mm-hmm. Fawaz. Sorry, Fawaz. Yeah. They make responsible for roads. Yeah. Mm. 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 Okay. They'll find us. Okay. Okay. All right. Pagomo, very Pagomo want to clear everything for the church this morning. And this is, like I said previously, this is what happened when people are dissatisfied,
When the
the
people are
next thing,
agitated,
the next thing you see people start to protest. You see the APN terminal there. All of the people there that didn't want to help you to get us to where we are today. APN terminals. They are damaging people's goods at the port there. APN terminals.
charging,
Charging heavily. We get APN terminal, you get the other company, 40 company get to that port. Eating poor money. That's another person reporting back to back. It seems to be good morning, welcome. Good morning, man. Doing pretty well. And you joining us from? Welcome, man. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. 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 Thank you. Mm. I'm mm. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Let's take all of you in the county. Which okay. All right, now my number coming later on. So they set up a time so you can come on, yeah? Now my number. This is my own money. Let me take the last part, then we'll take our commercial, then we'll come back. We'll continue with this discussion. But let's take this person here quickly. Good morning, welcome. Bob, okay, let's go ahead. You're live with us this morning in the show. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much. Let's take our commercial break, folks. When we come back, we will continue. We'll take your call. Let's take this commercial. Uh, so- sorry, sorry. Sorry. I don't know where that is playing, but let me see. Let me close this and yep. So we're trying to take our commercial break this morning. We'll still take a course on the same topic, people. Just relax. We have to make yeah, we have to take our commercial. It's very important that we take our commercial break.
Whether you be a boss or you get in a city or some city, the LRA people say that it's time to pay a tax. Now to start for this year. The people from the LRA will be in your community to tell you everything you need to know. So look out for them. They will come and teach you everything you need to know and will pay your taxes for your properties. Just work on it when you see them in your community. In your knowing, when you pay tax, all of us enjoy. When you pay your tax on your land or your house, they cover you with plenty fun thing for all of us. Pay tax, we all enjoy. Tax payment is the pay tax. We
I was in it. I was in it. I was in it. Mm. Mm.
change in pop transformation. Think that we all enjoy.
Okay. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, Harris. We are back this morning on the platform. And this is about Liberia. We are talking the business sector. A lot of Liberians want to call in this morning. The phone lines are still blinking.
Let's take more calls.
Let's take more calls on the morning. 077. Those that want to be a part, if you are a male, you can call on 0778 665 699, 0778 665 699. The females can call on 0770, that's 0776 546122. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome. Okay,
That's a good recommendation.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Mm.
Okay. No. Thanks so much, email for calling in and some of these business owners, what now that great people will settle for is to call for protest at their various businesses or their entities because they are the one that are marginalizing. Or let's go to the phone line, take this other person here quickly. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Your name is Johnny Ostrom. Welcome. Mm. Then when you we about to go to where? Thanks so much for calling in 077 for the men 07786656699. Once again, 07786656699. The women can call us 0776549122. 0776549122 for the ladies. Good morning, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, welcome. Mm. Mm. Some of them, listen, Pascal, listen now, listen, let's get it straight. Some of them have been getting car. It was the car that have been used by the previous minister out there. Some of them, that's the same vehicle they are continuing with. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Thanks so much for calling in. We will have a very long line. Let's take some more calls. 077. Let's go to the female line. The ladies want to be a part of the conversation. Let's take this person here quickly. Good morning. Welcome. Your name is Olive. Welcome. Mm. Mm. Uh, thanks. Uh, thanks so. Thanks so much. Mm. 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 Okay. All right. Thanks so much for calling in. Now we'll take another female on this line here. Good morning. Welcome. What? Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. The message won't be senator. Okay, but thanks so much for calling in. Let me know if you like this call. Good morning, welcome. Yeah, but man, it's not gonna be busy. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Mm. 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 Okay, yeah, so we will invite you guys. Is it Friday, right? Friday. Yeah, Friday night or 8. Friday. We'll call Friday. We'll call you so you can appear because we want to dig deep into the thing that Jetty is on in the country. Jetty have marginalized a lot of Liberians, so we'll call you. We'll call you so you can come. Okay.
everything we are out there, yeah, go and pull people on board and call them small farmers. So that while we are working in line with the Ministry of Commerce, we are collecting farmer database where we will issue a license to every farmer to have an identification card. They carry that number. Because prior to the day, the country has to hold it down on the farmer and they take everything that they and they interpret that on the small farmer and say that. So we already took a turn on it. We are on the process for taking the database. We are started the identification number. And when we hold it down, we get it in that means so that just of the corporate will benefit it. Yeah.
Okay, bro. Thanks so much. We will have to take other callers. We have already invited you guys, so we will talk lengthily about what Jetty is into in this country. Good morning, welcome. Yes. Is your name Sylvester? Welcome, Sylvester. Mm. Mm.
Okay, we have realized that those of us who are surviving by business, all of the sector practically,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's some people that I will catch up first. When I will have to be a foreign hospital to be the person who export cocoa from Liberia. That issue went to the court of Balik as other people did too. But then they still passing through Dakar to really
Mm.
is bringing competition in the business.
Mm.
You cannot suppress one group of people forever.
Yeah. Mm. Wow. Mm. Okay.
We pray. We
Yeah.
pray. We
Yeah.
pray out there, Rafa.
Yeah, we-
We pray.
Thanks so much, my brother. But But this is it's becoming a national call, and the government will have to see a need. These businesses, people pretty soon you will see people will start protesting at their doorsteps. They start to call for national protest. They start to let Liberian people know that the Liberian community have been marginalized. And there is need that they stop what they are doing. So the female lines, those that want to be a part, if you're a lady, you can call 0776 549122 for the ladies. 0776 549122 for the men. You can call 0778 665 699. 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 088056. You know, a lot of people are expressing their minds on Jetty. The thing that Jetty is doing. Since Jetty went into the rubber sector, everything have changed, Harris. And this man is taking over the entire. He have already taken over the sector because now he have getting a place in his pocket. It's only between he and Firestone now. Let's take this other person on the line this morning. Good morning. Yeah, you where joining us from? Thomas, welcome. Mm. Mm. Yeah.
Because this era or this regime is the regime of enlightenment of Nigeria. Everything out there's a lot of the past that's come to light and make us to be psychologically inclined to do that but do more. And it's not going to move forward with the enlightenment people. So that's it again. Thank you.
And Joe Parker said will not be business as usual.
Business as usual. That's what we are here.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in, my brother, and making your part. I like the conversation this morning, and a lot of people are expressing themselves. Let's take another person. Now, every day we talk politics. Let's talk this. Good morning, welcome. That a female lion, my man. That a women in lion. Let's take this person here. Good morning. I'm not that a women lion or call the other number. Call the other number, like the women lion. Call the women, the say the men, the men number as yeah, the men number as 0778 665 699. And the men number is 0778 665 699. Once again, the men number is 0778 665 699. The women now, that's 077 654 9122 for the women. 0776 654 9122. Or the men or women, you can call 088056. That's 0880561644. 0880561644. Let's take this person here quickly. Good morning. Yeah, your name is joining us from Maclean. Welcome. Mm. Wow. Hmm. Amen. Yeah, let's take some more calls here on the line. Even they are even doing retail. The guys are even into retail. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome. Mm. Mr. Peter, welcome.
think our public official needs to see the issue of public service beyond creating comfort zone for themselves to making the environment better, to making Liberia better for the common citizens. If you see from the transition period, looking at the scramble for the job and all the other things coming to people who are working, none, we are seeing none that have the sweat to champion the cause of the people, but rather prioritize the interest of having good cars and looking good for themselves. And that is why you see all those who are the advocates of electricity today they are going and line their eyes to almost all of the things that they can pinpoint to get power. I think our people are suffering. We have suffered far too long. The Red Commission is a wake up call. People cannot be crying and wanting to go and go until that comes to join their time and then turn the crap and there is no solving the rescue training. President Barker is listening. This is an appeal from going to people. We shouldn't be appealing to people for this. We want people to do this. We should be demanding it out of you. If you can step up to do what is right to put some of these folks into fire, I think there will be serious reaction. We witness what happened in Kenya right now. And these I think the following is focused on Kenya.
Yeah.
When we see the government, it will be very, very bad.
We hope we don't arrive at the point.
Thanks so much, Musa, for calling. We hope we don't arrive at such place. But we're still taking your calls this morning. Let's take this other person. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, your name is joining us from. Welcome. Okay, welcome, Ms. Augusta. Rocky, thanks so much for calling in 0778-665-699. For the men, 0778-665-699 or 0880-561-644. The women can call on 0776-549-122. The ladies, 0776-549-122. Let's take this person. Good morning. Mm. 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 Okay. Mm. Yeah. Okay. 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 Uh, Thanks so much, Paco. Let's take this other person. Good morning. Welcome. Sorry for holding up on the line. Welcome. Your name, where you joining us from? Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. 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 Okay. All right. All right, bro. Thanks so much. We need to take other calls this morning on the line. Thank you. So the phone lines are open. Let's go back to the female line.
and take somebody here and talk to this lady. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. Your name, where you joining us from? Welcome, Victoria. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Thank you. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope you be calling here, yeah? Like the land that is normal that is be calling. Yeah. So you can be expressing yourself too now. You have to be part of the conversation.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take another. I like the females when they call it. They take their own time to express themselves. Good morning, welcome. Yes, welcome. Your name is joining us from. Jenny, welcome. Mm. Because you get tell him say that go do it. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Mm. Okay. Okay. Ah. Thank you so much for calling in. Let's come back to the mail line and take some more calls on this side here quickly. Good morning, welcome. Yeah, your name is joining us from. Welcome. Welcome, Abraham. Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling in. We can take some. Yeah, you want to come here? Yeah, and Baka, let me just say this. The reason why we allow people to take pretty close a minute or so in line is because Baka, the conversation we brought this morning, it concerned the people. We want to initiate a conversation and allow Liberians to express themselves. Yeah, and you listen to the callers one after another. At least almost everyone is given a minute to speak. Walker, you can sense the disappointment in the voices of the people. Walker, you can sense the dissatisfaction in the voices of the people. How frustrated the people are because the situations that has presented itself to the people, those in the business community, listen to them. Those as well with their lawmakers, you listen to them. And this is what we for. We told you that this platform is yours. So we will that we take more calls on this. Just allow you guys to voice a disappointment. Not kind of work I'm saying within the rubber sector. The kind of revelation are coming out from the rubber sector. So it tells you, look at the business listen to the lady there from Red Line. Red Line Market. Yeah. That we go take the goods on the Chinese to come and sell retail and return the money. So when they observe that maybe if it is a lucky day that business is flourishing, they tend to do some bureaucracies around it to stall the process because they don't want to see you prosper. That's the mindset of the businessman. So like that, he will strangulate you so that you will always be seen like the bacon. The bacon to him. Again, a greater responsibility lies on those in authorities, those that have the power to ensure that the things are done. They are the ones. And we will have a series here that will do a sector by sector. The road sector, which is the construction. One day we just can deal with them. The person that is involved, the foreigner that is involved and taking care of that particular area. And like Friday, we'll be on jetty. Because he's involved with the rubber sector. Then the next time we'll talk about Abidjale. He's involved with commodities. Then that's how we'll do it here. People don't get carried away. It's not just we're doing it today and then forget about it. It's a continuous process. Good morning, welcome. Yes, sir. Your name, where joining us from? Welcome to this success data.
This government is not proceeding well. This is not a message that this government did in Black people come in for power. This government the past government from their government was not meant for the Black people, but it's just for the Black people. They were coming in to everything that the Black government did. The ruling party before going to the opposition. It's compared to the law income. And we understand the idea of policy that people during the care to go on the street or to go on the ground of government.
Ask this question. With the situation the John F. Kennedy, the redemption, and other health sectors in Liberia. If you want to prioritize any of them to that of purchasing cars for lawmakers, which one will you prioritize? Let conclude quickly. We're so going to take other people. But if you increase the budget to JFK, don't forget about that. How many months we counting? How many months we counting? How many months we talking about here? So how many months are we talking about? It says will be the determination. Thank you so much. I just wanted to know. He himself know the amount of months. We take 2 more calls. At least 2 more calls. 077 865 699. So we'll take 1 woman and 1 man, 1 female, 1 male. So the male line 0778 665 699. Then women can call me on 0776 549122. Yeah, for the women then 0776 549122. We take 2 calls, then we wrap it up on today's edition. It's been a fascinating discussion, like we told you. This is about the Liberian businesses, and we are flagging them out here. People that are marginalizing us, people that are marginalizing business entities in our country. They are the one we put under the spotlight this morning for Liberians to talk about it, and Liberians have expressed themselves. They'll take the last call. Okay, we mess up on our call. Like I said, 0778 665
to hope that our technician, our producer will work on it so that tomorrow we'll have a better quality. It's almost time now. We got to take leave of you. But just us like the Bwakai place, we're going to have that we're going to have time to deal with sector by sector, and it gives the issue and make sure that those in authority do what is right. But it was great having this conversation on this Wednesday morning.
Okay, so folks, we will be back here tomorrow morning with a brand new edition of the program, the Punch Breakfast Show with me, Bwakai Amara Kamara Harris Billy, and I've been here this morning bringing you that show. Up until then, join us tomorrow morning. For now, it's bye-bye from our end.
Yeah, easy. Once the sound card go up, no sound there. And then sound card please, that's anything you want to watch. Let's see. Let's see all this. Let's see all this sound card. What do you clock? Yeah, once the clock is the sound card go up, no sound. I was monitoring as well. Oh yeah. for the equipment you're putting.